Watching Turkish Airlines Euroleague stars fly up and down the court, entertaining fans all over Europe, it's easy to forget that many make big sacrifices to be there, not the least of which is living and working far, far away from family and friends. For Darussafaka Dogus Istanbul guard Reggie Redding, only his devotion to basketball is big enough to overcome his homesickness for the only city he had ever lived in prior to turning pro, Philadelphia.
I think I'm 100% Philly. Grew up there my whole life, high school, college there. The first time I actually left this city really is my first year overseas, so it was tough.
Though he loves his hometown, Redding misses his family most of all, which is more than appropriate for a son of the city of brotherly love.
My great-grandmother had 16 kids, so it's a lot of us all over, and mostly in Philadelphia. I'm really close with them. They've always been supportive of me since I've been playing basketball. Everyone in the city that knows me knows my family from coming to the games and just always being there. So that was the hardest thing for me, my first year being overseas. And every year it's hard leaving them.
His first seasons far from home were particularly difficult for Redding, who played one season in Cyprus and 4 in Germany before coming to Darussafaka over the summer.
You sit in your apartment kind of a little, I wouldn't say depressed, but you just sit there and you just think about home, think about your family, your friends, and it can take a toll on you and it can affect the way that you're playing. The last couple of years, I kind of learned how to adjust a little faster. This is my 6th year over here, so it never gets easy, but you learn how to deal with it.
One thing that has helped Redding in recent years has been changes in communications technology that allow him to stay as close as possible to friends and family.
Without that, I don't know how I would make it. Before this technology, the modern technology, I don't know how the overseas players did it.
The best remedy for Redding's struggles, however, is to hit the basketball court.
That's when I have the most fun, and that's when I enjoy life. One of the times I enjoy life the most.
Homesickness revisited Redding last season when he was playing in the Euroleague for Alba Berlin. First, his great-grandmother, with whom Redding had lived while growing up, passed away. Then, after he had gone home for her funeral, as he was packing to return to Germany, he was hit with a second tragedy.
Then I get a call. My grandpa was found unconscious and was rushed to the hospital. And then about an hour later, they said he had passed. And that was the one that really hurt me, because it was just like so unexpected. And like for the relationship I had with him, it was just, it's unexplainable, you know what I mean? He was just a great grandfather. You could count on for anything. That's the one that really hit me hard.
Ultimately, Redding was able to find comfort in the game he loves.
I was a little more appreciative of basketball at that point, just because it was kind of like a getaway. I wasn't sitting around thinking about what was going on back at home and everything. You never get over losing a family member. I mean, you'll mourn them forever, but after a few weeks or a couple months went by, I started to feel a little better. And and then we started rolling a little bit in Euroleague. The season was going well, and things were just on its way up when it felt like it was at the worst it could be.
Focusing on the big picture has been key to Redding learning how to best cope far from home.
Understand what you're doing this for, and just, you got some things, when you want things in life, you got to sacrifice some things, and I think this is a big sacrifice that I'm making for my future.
Ultimately, Redding has learned something that he is sure will comfort anyone like him who pursues his dream on the other side of the world. You can take the man out of his hometown, but you can't take his hometown out of the man.
When you go back home, it's going to be the same. You're not really, well, I know as for me, I'm away from Philadelphia a lot, but once I go back after the season, it doesn't really feel like I've been gone.